You ever have one of those stories that just sticks with you like you know exactly where you were standing when it all went down? Well, buckle up, because this one still gets my blood boiling, and honestly, it'll probably make you rethink who you let walk past your front door. I'm talking about the time my kid's sanctuary, his bedroom was invaded by a neighbor, so entitled she could have taught a master class in audacity, and how karma ended up serving her a slice of humble pie so sweet I could taste the sugar for weeks. I'm David, a software engineer who's been working from home since before it was cool, living in a cul-de-sac where the biggest daily drama was whether the mailman would actually close the mailbox. My son Ethan, 10 years old, all wild curly hair and big NBA dreams, calls his room his kingdom. He's got those Lakers posters all over the walls, books spilling off shelves, and that game console glued to the TV because, of course. He's a tidy kid, too. I mean, the kind who'll actually line up his shoes and fold his socks without being asked. Some folks say he gets that from me since I like things in order code, running smooth, coffee always in reach, that kind of life. We'd been just the two of us for a while, so I put a lot of effort into making our house feel safe and happy. That's why when Linda moved in across the street with her scrawny, quiet son, Tyler, probably 12, 13 tops, I tried to be neighborly. You know how it is. New faces, new routines. But Linda, man, even before all this, she had a way of looking at our place, this lingering, measuring stare, like she was figuring out how to rearrange it in her head. The kind of person who complains about kids laughing on a Saturday, says your car blocks her view of a tree that's not even on her property. Just always something. But whatever, right? You live and let live. I'd nudge my car a little, flash her a half smile, and keep it moving, chalked it up to her being that one neighbor everybody's got. It was the middle of a kitchen remodel, total chaos, dust storms, contractors everywhere. The mudroom door got left unlocked a couple times because the workers were back and forth, and I'm usually a total security nut, but what can I say, I slipped. Still bugs me, but that's life. Anyway, the first sign something was off didn't come from me, it was Ethan. He came downstairs that evening with this scrunched up look and goes, "Dad, something's weird with my room." I figured what, he lost a sock, right? But he's dead serious. My Lakers poster's gone. Some of my books are missing. My PS5 was unplugged and the controller was jammed in the sock drawer. Oh, and it smells funny, like old lady perfume. Now, I'm not the type to go chasing ghosts. I asked him if he'd been cleaning and got distracted, but he's shaking his head. "Dad, I didn't touch anything." And there was a purse on my desk, a lady's purse, sparkly, and then it was gone. Perfume. A purse. Nobody but the contractors and us had been in the house, and those guys are all business, never a whiff of drama. I tried to play it cool for Ethan's sake, but inside I felt this slow burn like someone had crossed a line, and I couldn't put my finger on it just yet. Ethan's bedroom is his world. You know, it's the one place where he can just be a kid, safe from the mess outside. The thought of someone going in there, touching his things, smelling up the place with perfume, that was a whole new kind of violation. I told him we'd figure it out, promised I'd sit by his door while he fell asleep, but my mind was racing. That's when I remembered the cameras, porch, backyard, and crucially one in the hallway outside the bedrooms. I'd set them up a while back after some porch pirates got bold in our neighborhood. So there I was scrolling through footage on my phone, heart pounding, like I was about to find a monster under the bed. And there she is, Linda, at 2:30 in the afternoon, strolling right through our unlocked side door like she owns the place. Two big tote bags, casual as anything, pausing in the hallway to look around before marching straight into Ethan's room. The camera doesn't show inside, but you see her go in. Then 20 minutes later, she comes out, one bag, clearly lighter, and just before she leaves, she grinds her heels into Ethan's basketball welcome mat, like out of spite. Then, as if she knows she's on camera, she looks up and smirks, really smirks, before walking out with that gaudy sequined purse slung over her shoulder, the same purse Ethan saw. I sat there, jaw clenched, staring at the screen. This wasn't some accident, some neighborly mix-up. Linda had crept into my son's room and pawed through his life. That perfume, that purse, her little power trip, it all lined up, and the more I replayed it, the more I realized she'd been dropping hints all along with her stares and complaints. This was her stepping way out of line, and I knew I couldn't just let it go. Ethan was too rattled to sleep in his room that night, slept on an air mattress in mine, clutching his old stuffed bear like he was 6 again. I backed up the footage everywhere, phone, cloud, USB, because I had a feeling Linda wasn't the type to take accountability. I debated calling the cops then and there, but decided I wanted to see her reaction in person first. Sometimes you just gotta see if someone's as shameless as you think. Next morning, Linda's out front pruning her roses in this blinding neon green tracksuit. Ethan insisted on coming with me. He had that determined look, jaw set, hands balled into fists. I told him he could watch, but to let me do the talking. So we crossed the street, me with my phone in my pocket, her with the world's worst poker face. I say, Linda, we need to talk about you being in my house yesterday, in Ethan's room. She fakes confusion, tries to play it off. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I ever go in your house? Classic. I just hold up my phone thumb, hovering over the play button. You walked in, wiped your feet on Ethan's rug, spent 20 minutes in his room. I got it all on video. Her eyes go wide, just a flicker. Then she snaps back, voice all ice and attitude. That's an invasion of my privacy. You can't film me. You ever heard anything so backwards? My hallway, my camera, and she's crying about privacy. I told her flat out, it's trespassing, Linda. You invaded my home. She blinks, then I swear actually admits it. My son Tyler needs a better space. Your son's room is bigger than his. I was just checking it out for him. Like she has a right. I just stared at her. Were you planning to move your kid into my son's room? Thought we'd just swap? She says, Tyler deserves better. Your boy's tough. He won't mind sharing. It's for the community. Ethan stepped forward, then voice shaking but strong. It's my room. You can't just take it. Linda snapped real nasty, leaning in with that weird adult who fights kids energy. Don't talk to me like that, you little punk. I saw red. Linda, you do not talk to my son like that. You broke into our home and you're harassing a child. Enough. And then, because her sense of drama knows no bounds, she whips out her phone, dials 911 and starts wailing. There's an aggressive man and his son, a young black kid, threatening me in my house. I'm scared. We're literally standing on her front lawn, 10 feet from her porch, and now she's playing the victim, weaponizing the fact that Ethan's black and twisting the story for the cops. Ethan's staring at me, eyes big as saucers. Dad, she's lying. She's making a huge mistake. I squeeze his shoulder and pull up the footage on my phone. Cops show up, 2 cars, lights flashing. You know how it goes, neighbors all rubbernecking from their windows. Officers Carter and Ruiz straight-faced but clearly over this kind of nonsense. Linda lays it on thick, sobbing about how we broke in and threatened her. I just wait for my turn. Officer Carter asks for my side. I keep it simple. She broke into my house, went into my son's room, took his stuff, and then lied about us threatening her. Linda's gasping, calling me a liar, but Carter holds up a hand. You have proof? I nod and show them the hallway footage, Linda sneaking in, grinding her heels on Ethan's rug, smirking for the camera the whole show. Then I play them the live feed of her 911 call, shows her standing on her porch nowhere near us. Officer Ruiz radios dispatch to confirm her location at the time of the call. Carter's face hardens. Ms. Thompson, this footage shows you in their home and you lied about being threatened inside yours. Filing a false report is serious, so is trespassing and harassing a minor. Linda's bravado cracks. She sputters about being stressed about her son needing space, but Carter's not buying it. Stress doesn't give you the right to break in or lie to police, he says. And then, right there on her perfect lawn, Ruiz cuffs her while she shrieks about being a victim. Tyler's watching from the window, pale as a ghost. Carter apologizes to us, promises detectives will follow up, and that's how Linda gets hauled away, charged with trespassing, filing a false report, and harassment with a hate crime enhancement. After that, it was a whirlwind. Restraining order, civil suit for Ethan's distress, new locks, security upgrades, therapy bills. The DA came down hard, and the whole neighborhood buzzed about the woman who broke into a kid's room and lied to the cops. Linda got evicted, her reputation in shreds. We painted Ethan's room, bought him a new desk, turned his settlement money into a college fund, call it poetic justice. Last I heard, Linda's living in a rundown apartment her son sent off to relatives. There's a new sign on our door now, protected by cameras. No room for bigots. She tried to bulldoze us, but in the end she crashed right into the truth and into a father's fury. Justice took its time, but when it landed, oh, it was sweet, almost cinematic. And the funny thing is, the neighborhood's never felt safer. Or maybe we just learned how to watch each other's backs, you know? But let me ask you, where's the line between neighborly and entitled, and what would you have done if someone tried to steal your kid's room? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is one story that'll keep the debates going long after the credits roll.